Welcome to the 21st Annual Valpo Scholarship and Creative Works Reception, sponsored by the Christopher Center Library and the Provost Office. I'm Tricia Milam, Dean of the Library, and I will start things off for today's virtual reception. This past February, we sent out a call to all campus faculty and staff for citation submissions of their refereed content published during the 2020 calendar year. This content could include books, book chapters, peer-reviewed articles, creative works, and conference proceedings. Since we are unable to meet in person again this year, a video will play following this presentation with all of the submitted citations from 2020. The video is organized by college or department. Our keynote speaker today is our interim provost, Dr. Eric Johnson, who will offer a few remarks on this huge list of accomplishments and introduce us to this year's recipient of the Award for Excellence in Creative Work and Research. We regret that we are unable to honor the authors in person, but we are pleased to acknowledge their works within this virtual reception.
Hello and welcome to the Valparaiso University Research and Creative Work Reception. I am honored to provide a few opening remarks at this year's event, and although we cannot be in person, I hope you will join me in celebrating the creative work that our colleagues have accomplished during 2020. It is important that we lift up these authors each year to ensure that we continue to validate the teacher-scholar model that is so important here at Valpo. This model is the foundation of our vibrant intellectual community on campus, one that benefits both faculty and students. At Valpo, we are called to seek truth, and while faculty participate in scholarly work to inquire and convey knowledge, they also teach and model the activity of inquiry itself, which allows our students to learn the skills and mindset needed to be independent, lifelong learners. I'm amazed at the scholarly production of our faculty, even as they have had to spend more time in the classroom this past year. In 2020, we have had 97 total submissions, including 6 books, 12 book chapters, 78 peer-reviewed articles or conference proceedings, and 1 creative work. 4 of our colleagues have had 5 or more publications, and 2 have had more than 10, Musa Pinar and David Rowland. I could not be prouder of the accomplishments of our faculty during this difficult time. Today is also my pleasure to acknowledge the work of Luke Venstrom, who received this year's Faculty Award for Research and Creative Work. Luke has performed consistent high-quality research in the area of solar thermal chemistry. Externally, his work has been cited over 900 times, and his publications and presentations have included 13 student co-authors. He has also helped acquire more than $3 million of external grants. Luke is a role model within the College of Engineering on how to develop and execute a research program, and is always looking for ways to collaborate with other faculty both inside and outside the university. Right now, he is working on a grant with a former student who has since finished his PhD and is in a tenure-track position at another institution. Please help me in congratulating Luke on this award. Finally, I would like to thank all of you again for the work that you do to help us fulfill our mission every day. Valpo is an extraordinary place because of all of you. I wish you the best as you finish the semester, and I hope that you have both a productive and restful summer.
It is an honor to be receiving the 2021 Award for Excellence in Research and Creative Work, especially considering the significant accomplishments of my fellow nominees. While I am receiving the award, I really consider it one for the Solar Energy Research Group at Valpo, the Mechanical Engineering and Bioengineering Department, and the College of Engineering. Without an incredible group of colleagues, collaborators, and most especially students, the outcomes that I have achieved would not have been possible. There are more people than I would like to thank than I have time for. First, I would like to acknowledge that I do all things through a loving God that gives me strength. To God be the glory for the good that God's gifts in me have produced. Second, I would like to thank a number of friends and colleagues, starting with Scott Duncan. Scott, thank you not only for nominating me for this award, but also for the years that we worked together in solar energy research, your mentorship, your leadership of the Mechanical Engineering and Bioengineering Department, and your ongoing support of the work of the Solar Energy Research Group and Sustainable Energy. I would like to thank the colleagues who wrote letters of supporting my nomination, to Bob Palumbo, at the University of Minnesota in Duluth. A very special thank you. When I was a student here in 2006, Bob asked me one day after a heat transfer class if I had any interest in doing solar energy research. Bob, thank you for your invitation. Your passion ignited my own, and I continue to be inspired by you. I am grateful for the many years that we have been able to work together. To Julia Nicodemus, a dear friend and colleague at Lafayette College in Pennsylvania, thank you for your unwavering encouragement over the years since we first met in 2007. Having someone as accomplished as you are and as equally committed to engaging undergraduate students in research continues to encourage me to keep going in my own work. Thank you. I'd like to thank my colleagues in the Solar Energy Research Group. Shaheen Nudahay, you are the most intelligent and generous person that I know, and your unrivaled skills in so many areas has enhanced our projects together. Thank you. Peter Krensky, thank you for your critical thinking and shared passion for effective communication that has improved many projects. Paul Smith, thank you for bringing your skill in electrochemistry and our ongoing project to produce green hydrogen. And a very special thank you to the late John Shore. John's joyous spirit, infectious curiosity and enthusiasm, and skill as an electrochemist made it possible to accomplish much more than we ever could have without him. He is dearly, dearly missed. I would like to thank former Dean of Engineering Craig Golenichek for pushing me to set my sights high. I would like to thank Interim Provost Eric Johnson for his leadership and guidance while he was the Dean of Engineering and for his continued support as Interim Provost. And I would like to thank Pete Johnson for his guidance and support as the former chair of the MEBE department. A special thank you to my friend and colleague Carmine Polito, who has been, I think to his own great surprise, an incredible mentor. Thank you, Carmine. Thank you to my PhD advisor, Jane Davidson at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. Jane, you sharpened my critical thinking skills, helped me figure out how to ask the right questions, and gave me the confidence to think boldly. For this, I will always be grateful. I must give a big, perhaps the biggest, thank you to the over 40 undergraduate students at Valpo that I've had the privilege of working with in research. You have all made the work possible with your tireless efforts, and you make the work enjoyable. A very special thank you to those students who I can call my co-authors: Rachel Silcox, Jacob Yeager, Todd Vervinkt, Jonathan Ogland-Hand, Samantha Copping, Jack Honegas, Jesse Greenhagen, Zachary Matijek, Will Arloff, Jason Toberman, Brittany Robinson, Stu Barkley, and Kent Warren. Thank you to my incredibly supportive wife Laura, who in many ways is an equal recipient of this award. Thank you to my parents, my in-laws, Tris Milam, Dan Grimes, Tom Seidel, Jeannie Mockert, Valerie Webdell, Lisa Polito, Nick Rosasco, Jeff Will, Mark Budnick, Interim Dean Doug Tugall, and the Committee for Research and Creative Work. It is an incredible honor, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you.